EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
What's up?
No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
All right. We'll see.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog.
Okay, then. I guess you decided to leave. Well.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football.
Let's go.
guy just left us. Really? Oh, man. Come on now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Going deep for Hopkins, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 20. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's been a long day for you.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Tackles.
Jump out!
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
At the Texans' 7-yard line.
Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A loss of 2 there. Second down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
That's a good pass
DeAndre
right there.
Hopkins, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. But he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Making the catch is Sternberger. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Rodgers now on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
26.
55, Mike, got 55.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Watson. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here's Watson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got it to Williams. Pushing through the contact. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got Adams on the hook on. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fairly short kick taken at the
I guess he left too. It's hard to complete a game nowadays on Madden. Everyone quits whenever things don't go their way, but it's alright.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Line, aim.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jones. And on the run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Prescott, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is caught Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
55, 55. Come on, D. 55.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Geronimo Allison the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 630. 55. Right there.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Let's go.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On first down, Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers throwing again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get 300.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. We'll
find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now Prescott on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale, and now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Malik Collins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Brings up third down.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing on third and long. Caught by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll run with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Get that quarterback.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Double time.
Here we go, 46.
We got 4.
26.
Prescott to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
What's up?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
What's up? New York, what about you? Oh, yeah?
And they take a knee.
You too, man.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And this is secured by the Patriots. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, check it. Check nine. Ozzie.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, it's complete. James White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Watch twist. Regular.
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Brady going to go on 4th down. And able to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Watch the pass. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas.
First down, here's White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the safety creep. Ozzy. 450.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers going to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run it with Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Rodgers now to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
319. I'm here all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geronimo Allison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check, check. Flag down, flag down, flag down. Goal 50.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brady now on first down. That's complete to White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Brady to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Brady. A desperation heave for the end. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second.